Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing new system test 1 of the MS9200 UDLS adjustable fire alarm system. Let's get right into it by putting our system in walk test. Open our panel, and the way you go into walk test is you can either hit mode or enter. Then we will go into programming number 2. Password, our factory master password for this panel, and notifier's version of this panel, not the Onyx series. The Onyx series is 8 zeros, but this one, it's 5 zeros. We can go to, where is it? Walk test number 2. Now let's do audible number 2. And let's do walk test log number 1. No events yet, but we're gonna change that. Let's start by activating this pull station. We'll grab a Firelight key here and we'll start our walk test. This is device number 1. Number 1. Now I will continue on to device number 2. So you can see it polling in there. Device number 2. Now we will do device number 3, which is in the little room here. This is an older one. We'll do device number 4, which is our last pull station that we will be testing on this system test. Number 4. Just came back to the panel for a little visit. We can see what we've activated so far. Garage bay pull station, storage room pull, common space pull, front door pull. That's everything we've activated so far. So now let's activate some smoke detectors. For that, I need to come over here and grab our test smoke can. I think this guy over here is the one that I have been using lately. This one is almost empty though, so we'll see how much longer we got out of this one. Start off by doing our SD365 up here. Don't want to smoke it out too much. I'm not sure if when you're doing an address, or when you're testing addressable devices on an addressable system, I'm not sure if it will reactivate when you're in walk test, or if it will know that it's just too much smoke, but the detector actually have it activated already. If anyone knows, let me know. Come on. Okay, now I guess we'll find out if it will reactivate, because that's a lot of smoke. If it wasn't in walk test, I'm pretty sure it would reactivate. I'm just not sure if it knows at that point has activated, if you're getting at what I'm trying to say. I will test our high up pull station up here. Or smoke, that's not a pull station. I think we're getting low on smoke because it's taking more smoke spray than average to activate. There we go. Now we've got 2 of these H365 heat detectors to test. For that, I'm going to use this thing. It's for some sort of heat gun for doing something. I'm not sure what it's for, but it works good. finally, now we will move on and do our bathroom heat detector. I've noticed that this door hasn't closed, so I guess somehow I've got it programmed to not close it. So, not sure what I've done, but it's not closing. Which is fine because it's in walk test, but we do need to make sure it will close in a real alarm, which we will create a real alarm because we need to make sure all our audible visual devices are working as they should. So as you can see, we have heat detector washroom, heat detector storage room, common space smoke detector, that's the high up one, garage bay smoke, that's that one. Garage bay pull station, that's the pull station right over there underneath the security keypad. Storage room pull's the one inside the storage room. Common space pull, that's that one right there. And then front door pull is obviously that one. So that's everything for that. We can sign out of walk test. System will reset and initialize the system. So we've also got to make sure that the access control is tied into this door properly. As you can see right now it's locked, but I have it wired into the relays so that this door should open. The electronic strike plate should get power. So now that will only work if power's on. Obviously if power's out, this won't unlock, but we still need to test that. So we'll just wait for a system to finish initializing. Should finish any second. There we go. Now we will go into, right, I'll pull this and make sure our door closes. This strobe light's good. Make sure our strobe in here is good. As you can see, that strobe is working correctly. Our low frequency sounder is obviously working. You can hear it. This strobe is good. This strobe out here is working correctly. This strobe is also functioning right, and they're all in sync. And our access control is unlocked. I don't need a fob. As you can see. There we go. So this will stay unlocked until the system's reset, which I will do now. That light should turn off once. There we go. Access control is reset as well, the way it should be. Some other tests that should be done is to make sure it will go into battery backup. And the way the system is right now in standby, it should go for 24 hours. It has to go for 24 hours. If this was a real system, it's required to go for 24 hours. Mine will. I did a battery calculation, and so it will hold for 24 hours. Well, more like double that, but it will for sure hold for 24 hours in standby, and it will do the required 30 minutes in alarm. So I could make a video if anyone's wondering how you do a load calculation in Canada. At least I know in the United States you don't have to go for quite as long in alarm. I don't think you have to go for quite 30 minutes, but we know it will go into battery. We could just ring the bells. We know it's gonna. That's all good. reset our system, and once it's done resetting, I'll turn the power back on. So, we know it will go into AC trouble and go into battery backup properly. Once it's done initializing, I'm going to check that it will go into battery trouble the way it should. And after I do that, I will do a ground fault check and make sure it goes into ground fault. There we go. And we can also check our battery voltage, which on this panel we can do it just in the panel with read status, power number 3. Battery is 26 volts, that's a good voltage. Should bump up to 27, there we go. Our power is good. Time and date's correct. So for our ground fault check, I'm gonna clip on to the positive of that NAC there. I think I'm making contact. We will find out, and I'll just go on to this piece of conduit right there. Actually, I'll hold it on because we might not be making good contact. And we'll wait for our ground fault to come up. There we go, ground right there. Come on, let's see it. There we go. All right, come on, go away. There we go. So that was positive ground fault. Now let's try a negative ground fault. There we go. Our negative ground fault has came up. We'll wait for our trouble to come up. There we go. So it will recognize ground fault. That should clear. There we go. Do a lamp test, make sure all of our LEDs are working correctly. So to do that, we just hit reset. Screen looks all good. All of these guys lit up. So that's all good. All of our terminals are in place correctly. Everything's making contact the way they should be. Battery plug is in good. Our batteries, well, they're getting a little old, but they're still okay. Not that old. They should still go for another year, possibly 2, if we're gonna push it. 120 volt terminals right here are looking good. Everything's installed the way it should be. And that's basically it for our test today of the 9200 UDLS. I've still got to reconnect the pull station on the tower, and I'm going to be adding some more things to the system, which you guys will see in some videos coming up. But for now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. Any comments or questions, leave those down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.